theme is sustainable and inclusive tourism. I pondered for a while why these two words have been chosen for this conclave. We have heard of course, these days, we have heard of sustainable development. You find this particular word in the lip of economists in many conferences also, when they talk about infrastructure. Here, I hope each of us have read history either in the school days or in college days. This country, which is part of Indus Valley civilization, had visitors like far places, Greeks, China, and other parts of globe, Megasthenes, Phaeacians, Huensa. They visited this country. They were also the ambassadors of their culture, which enriched Indian culture also, and also through them, our culture was migrated to their country. Tourism, I must say, years back, United Nations chose its theme, linking cultures. True, tourism is such a concept and state. It links cultures. Here I bring in the sustainable development. I am not going to inclusive one, because sustainable development, particularly when we think about economy, it becomes meaningful. But when we talk about tourism, this particular word helps us traditions, recognizing each other's traditions, understanding, again recognition, and promoting ethical values, those values which are common to global community. And this tourism also helps us developing attitude of tolerance and respect for religions, philosophical, and I emphasize moral belief. That is true across the globe. This sustainable tourism development also helps to conserve one's cultural heritage, respect integrity of local cultures, and collaborate with local communities. And more to say, this also helps us having more close links with stakeholders in community and ensure compliance with applicable laws and regulations, and develop awareness and involved visitors, particularly those who come from the other parts of the globe, in helping us protection of our natural, social, and cultural environment, and at the end, mutual understanding and respect. Here in Odisha, when you talk about India, whether it's eastern zone, western zone, northern zone, or southern zone, this country has rich cultural heritage, whether it is in the form of architectural designs in our temples, in our mosques, in our dances, or in our classical songs. We have rich common heritage, which is an asset to each of us, which is an also asset to our posterity, which our ancient or our forefathers have left us for us, and also for the posterity. Here, I will not be more, I'll be more specific about the tourism policy and subsidy and the emphasis or the focus. Honorable Minister is here, Secretary is here, they will elaborate or they will speak. But I must say something here, particularly, what should be done? What should be done in case of India as well as more specifically in case of Odisha? Now, we have, if we think that tourism, when we think about Bhubaneswar, Konarak and the Puri, it is not confined to eastern part of this state or the eastern part of this country. We have lot of things beyond this. Whether you talk about religious tourism, eco-tourism, and other variations in tourism sector. Only our books, our tourism literature, only focus more on this. I think time has come. We must divert, we must go for the deviation towards the other part of our state. There is a major hurdle, the communication, the connectivity, which is still a difficult task, but efforts are on. In last 13 years, there has been continuous and sincere efforts by Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Naveen Patnaik, at least to give a push to infrastructure, particularly the road connectivity. And recently, we have one more feeder has been added to this state. The Biju Patnaik Airport has new terminal as well as the recent decision about giving the status of international airport. That's definitely each Odia has to be happy about it. That was a long time demand for us. But once again I emphasize, repeat it here also, that we must have a cargo hub in international airport when it goes operational, because we need our export business to get a boost from our hinterland, all parts of our state. That is more important for earning foreign exchange as well as promote the trade. That is essential. I request Honorable Minister at least to take some initiative in this regard. Here, particularly in Bhubaneswar, being the MLA from the southern part of the city, and particularly my constituency, I have lot of heritage sites, and the government has focused its attention, either its Khandagiri, Dhauli and Lingaraj temple and other architectural monuments we have, which is visited by visitors, particularly in tourist and foreign tourists. So, the destination Ekamra or the mega tourist circuits has received attention both financially and by government initiatives. And particularly, I request and also draw the attention of the delegates to two factors. We have this city particularly, we have a river, both Kuakhai and Daya, Bhargavi. Long time back, we have proposed this. There has to be a river view project or riverfront project, as it has been done in case of Sabarmati River in Ahmedabad. Those who have visited must have been convinced. We need a river view project, particularly starting from Daya right embankment, continuing right up to Daya right embankment down to Kalyanpur in Pepili constituency. So that coastline, where we have enough of government land, we can develop recreational facilities and add to in our destination map those tourists those are visiting that tourism project. And particularly being burdened with city life, weekend for the city dwellers will definitely provide, will get an opportunity of that recreational facilities along Daya right and Kuakhai right. Second thing is we have proposed, I think this is a good news for each of us. When you come from Puri or you go to Puri, you pass through Kalpana Square and all of those places. We have been trying in the past to link both the architectural monuments sites, not monument sites, Khandagiri and Dhauli. Chief Minister Sri Naveen Patnaik has recently accorded an agreement, almost a decision, spending roughly 50 crores, linking Dhauli, Khandagiri with road connectivity, which will be from Khandagiri Square to Dhauli Square in NS 203, will be the shortest distance. Particularly city goers need not take detour via Kalpana to reach Dhauli Square. That will reduce the road mileage, that will reduce the decongestion of traffic, and that will be a peripheral road. So to say, we are planning to develop it, that four-way road, to a dedicated tourism corridor. I will request Honorable Minister to have a look at this. And also, we are planning at Dhauli to go for the check dams on river Daya, so that in the upper reaches of Daya, there will be enough water for taking the water sports, which will be part of these river view projects. And I was listening to Mr. J.K. Mohanty's observation. Here I also agree with him that particularly we have a good tradition of friendly behavior towards our tourists. We still believe Indian words, our Atiti Deva Bhava, and Odisha is not poor in this regard. We have a rich tradition, culture, and we are no less to anyone else. I hope our people, the stakeholders, they will not fail in this regard to show the same courtesies to the tourist from other part of the country and also from abroad. Thank you. Bande Antkal Janat.